I could see that being like the Scandinavian peninsula. So I'm going back and forth, but I think it's a Nordic country. I don't know if Iceland counts as Nordic, or if it's just, you know, Sweden, Finland, Norway. But you know what I'm saying here. I can't go with Iceland. The roads are too nice. There's not enough, like, glaciers, like, you know, stunning fjords. I'm gonna say Norway. But actually, you know what? I'm gonna say Finland, because so often, for some reason, this game is a hard-on for Finland. So I'm gonna just say Helsinki, and then if it's a major city in Scandinavia, you know, they all kind of come across here, so we shouldn't be off by too much. Hey, not so bad. It was Sweden, but we were relatively close. I should have gone for Stockholm and, like, split the difference, but that's okay. That was pretty good. Oh, what the? I thought they put us in a mass grave for a minute. Okay, well, lots of clues here. This is like some kind of, like, a berry farm. Some kind of fruit, I think. And that vehicle does not look North American. But it could be. Sometimes, like, no. It's not North America. You do see these occasionally for, like, maintenance and farm work and stuff like that, but it's pretty rare. Oh, so it's French. They speak French here. They use .com. That doesn't give us that much information, but it's not .ca, so we know it's probably not French Canada. Could be, though. Maison. Famille. Something. Something autrement. It's like extra fuel efficient, or I don't know. Okay. So my guess is that maybe this is like a vineyard in France. Look, this is like the most evil tree of all time. Let's see if we can get a little more information here. It seems like, you know, you would do a tourist trip to a winery, a vineyard. I'm going to say this is the south of France, because whenever people were like, oh, I'm a big fan of wine, I took a vacation to the blank of France. It's always the south of France. So maybe like, I would say Nice. It might be Nice or Nice. I don't know. Or Marseille could be it as well. I think that might be a little too south, though. Like, it would be a little bit more Mediterranean down here. Maybe I'm actually... We should be up here maybe in, like, Normandy, then. Like Rouen or something like that, or Dieppe. Let's try Rouen. Oh, it kind of was. It was sort of the south of France. Oh well, that was all right. Game finished well done. 14,000 points. That's not so bad. That's certainly a lot better than we did last time, even though we did have that one where you got 0. So I'm gonna try another map. I think I'm gonna stick with the world again. But after that, maybe I'll do the U.S., and then after that, maybe I'll do, not Canada, but, like Europe or something like that, just to appeal to both sides of the spectrum here. Hey, NL, if you want a seed, I've DM'd you a pretty sweet one. All right. Just type in chat, because I've been paying attention. Type in chat how you use the seeds now, because I don't think I've done it on the new version of the game. Anyway, we're going to start with world again, and I'll watch. I'm not going to do Sweden, because I would just guess Stockholm for everything. Unless it was, like, super, like, forested, then I'd be like, I don't know, Gotland or something. Do the Australia map, please. Don't have a giggle at my expense. For some reason, I'm thinking Alaska. Click the link and it'll open. Okay, well, that's not sketchy at all. Is that a Ford Mustang? I don't think that's a Ford Mustang, now that I think about it. Are you actually blurring out? Okay, let me get this out here. The fact that they're blurring out the brand very much makes me think that the brand of the car is endemic in the country. Endemic's probably not the right word, but very much tied to the country. So what are we looking at? Volvo, very much tied to Sweden. Saab, I think the same thing. It could be like Hyundai or Kia in South Korea, but this doesn't look like any part of South Korea I ever went to. Oh, chat's saying it's a Peugeot, which I guess would also be, very close to identifying the country that we were in, of course. Oh, geez. Come on, let me see the sign. What cameras do you use? Seriously. Okay, this is an important one. Okay. I don't think we're in France. Okay. There's a different language underneath. Murmansk, or Murmansk, is it's a city in Eastern Europe, maybe in Russia. We gotta open up our map here. Murmansk. It's Murmansk! Murmansk. So I always forget where Murmansk is. It might be on the Pacific coast. I'm not even sure if it's a big enough city to show up at this level of zoom, but Russia's so big that it's a pain in the ass to even, like, click and drag over it. There's Irkutsk, for all you Risk fans. Vladivostok, they actually used to run a ferry from Vladivostok down to Busan in South Korea. And it would take, like, 2 days or something like that. But you could get from South Korea to Russia, but they discontinued it. I was looking to do it after my my contract in South Korea ended, but I didn't. Because they discontinued it, which is a good reason. I kind of just want to go with Moscow. Because it's going to take a long time to sort this out. And, 400 kilometers, if we could just find Murmansk, that would be okay. But 400 kilometers out is not that bad in Geoguessr. Especially within Russia. There's so many, man. I know I live in Canada, so I'm one to talk, but what a big country. Murmansk, Luki. I think Murmansk is the biggest one. I don't know. I'm gonna take like St. Petersburg. Cause to me, like Luki, that sounds a little bit more like could be Scandinavian. St. Petersburg's like right up there. Like Kandalaksha 194. Kandalaksha. I'm looking to see if maybe that's like way up here. Murmansk. Alright. I'll live with it. Okay, we were not so far away. Don't take us the wrong way. I didn't think very many people lived up here to the point where we could, like, see a city. There's just one lone highway snaking through the fjords here. And there it is. There's Luki. So, like, is Murmansk, like, super, super far up here? Oh, my God. We're, like, at the Arctic Circle? Where the heck are... Oh, my God. I didn't even know this part of Earth existed. Yeah, there it is. Way, way up there. Well, you learn something new every day. Wow. I was pretty far away. Okay. This is how the Hunger Games starts. We can't move. So now, this should be interesting. Thank you, NL. Thank you. I've been to Murmansk, and you've made me proud. Yes, it is very north. That seems to be the case. So I'm going to be honest. This looks to me not like the Pacific Northwest. It could be. It could be. It could be. So I'm thinking that this is either... Could be somewhere in Europe, and I would have no way of knowing. So I'm going to stick with what I know. I'm thinking that the game has a big hard-on for Alaska. But something about it looks like a little bit more south. Like this could be somewhere in Washington State or Oregon. But I think I'm going to go with Alaska just because I always underestimate how green Alaska is. So we'll take like, is that Juneau down here? Yeah, we'll try Juneau, Alaska. Fuck. Okay. How many people saw that picture and said, oh, that's Russia. That's this national park on this river in Russia. That's some horse shit. I see people in chat saying it's Russia. Okay, and also, Russia and Alaska, pretty close, from a geographic standpoint, sort of. But geez Louise, that's a tough one. What am I supposed to do about that? Ah, okay, I like this. These ones are always interesting. So this is going to make me feel like an asshole because I always get some of the Asian languages confused. But this is Chinese, as far as I know. It's Buddhist. I'm going to go ahead, because there's no more information to glean here. There's a Buddhist temple. Chinese language. I'm going to go ahead and say we're in Tibet. And now we'll figure out that I basically have no idea where Tibet is. And this is making me feel like pretty much a straight-up asshole now. Harrison Ford spent 7 years there, and I can't figure it out. Oh, there it is right there. But I also sort of feel like it could be like Nepal. So you know what? Maybe I'm going to try Kathmandu. Although Nepal is a little bit... no, I'm going to stick with Tibet. Try capital. Oh, so it was like actually much closer to like well, not mainland. You know what I mean. It's much closer to like the center of China, I think, than I originally thought it was. That didn't go so well. Okay. Here we go. Europe. Good start. Now it's just which of the 350 trillion bodies of water does this border? It kind of looks Northern Europe to me. But, I do say that a lot. But this doesn't look like, Greece. I'm trying to take a look at the cars as they go by. It looks like more like a quaint, kind of like, a shire here. Looks a little bit more like homey than most of the Russian stuff that comes up in Geoguessr. A lot less like apartment buildings and stuff. Which could just be selection bias from the people that actually select the pictures for the game. I'm not trying to fire shots at any country. They speak English. .co.uk, that's huge. Okay. So it's on the coast of somewhere in the UK. I don't know UK stereotypes. What's the down-homey coast? Is that East Coast or West Coast? I know North America. I don't think we're going to learn too much more from this side. Now just find the only flat place in the UK. I think it's like South Coast? I mean, they did write that song about the Cliffs of Dover. Are those the Cliffs of Dover? They're not that impressive, to be honest with you. I'm not trying to offend anybody if these are the Cliffs of Dover, but hey, give it a shot. I'm going to go for Folkestone, because that just sounds way better. We're 925 kilometers. Oh, it's the northern coast. Well, it was the northern island here, which the ones that I thought were the Faroe Islands earlier. These are the western islands, I think. Is that it? And we got a couple more here. All right, it's a beach. Historically been pretty bad at these. Oh, this, yeah, clearly. I have no idea. I have no idea, but these houses look European to me. So I think we're in like, yeah, I think we're around the Mediterranean. I think we could be in Greece. I think we could be in like Malta. I don't know, man. This could be Southeast Asia. I have no freaking idea. Again, chat, you're right. This could be freaking anywhere. But I'm going to say, actually, you know what? What about like Cyprus? I'm going to say Cyprus. Oh, geez. It was actually Sri Lanka. Wow. All right. That didn't go so well. Those were some seriously tough ones. All right. You didn't think that looked like Europe? Well, I guess if you're European, you would know. Europe's big, though, man. I am It's not that big, actually. I am just going to check out the link that the seed that I got sent on Twitter. Look, I've never been to Cyprus, man. I don't know what it looks like. I was making an educated guess. Here we go. Geoguessr seed. Got it. All right, this is from Ather Games. Whoa, this is the old school Geoguessr, too. Okay, he said this seed was good. And there's already a lot of information here, so I'm excited to see what we have going on. To me, this looks like, could be like the eastern United States. I see American flag down there, that's important. Yeah, to me, this definitely looks like, this could be like Chicago. Trying to find like some historic landmarks. If that is a historic landmark, well, I'm going to feel like a right asshole, won't I? Okay, that's the classic film, That's My Boy, starring Andy Samberg and Adam Sandler. It's in theaters June 15th. So if you asked me to tell you when the photo was taken, I could probably be pretty close. It's a town inhabited primarily by shape-shifting demons. I'm not looking at chat because I think people who live there will be shouting out the answers already, so I want to kind of stay away from that. Oh, on the High Line. This is where Ohm lives? Well, we could easily Google an answer here, but I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know what? I was gonna say Chicago. I'm gonna stick with Chicago. That's where my heart lies here. I don't think it's right, but ooh, it was New York City. For some reason, I didn't go with what would have been the obvious guess there, I guess. Decent guess, though. Could have been worse. I mean, it was pretty obvious with the American flag, but like it clearly was not LA. Now, this looks Mediterranean to me. This could be Greece. It could be Italy. Could be somewhere in North Africa, but I don't think it is. Could be Spain. Yeah, you're not wrong. This could be Spain. But it could be like Croatia. I think in this one, I can't really move, I think. Can I go down the... Oh, maybe I can. To me, this is like... This is Greece. When I think of like Greece, this is what I think of. So I'm going to go with Greece. And we'll take like the city named after olives. Kalamata. No, we'll go... Could be Athens. When in doubt, go for the big city, you know. Ooh, wow. That was actually Majorca. Okay, now this picture. It's the American Army. Or actually, it's a... Is it the American? I mean, I see the American flag. I was just thinking if there were other flags. In case this was like some kind of conglomerate. No offense, dude, but I think you might need a bigger shirt. This is, okay, so it's like a united group of special forces. There's like a German soldier there. So, I mean, the obvious answer here would be like Afghanistan or Iraq or something. If these are even military as opposed to being like, you know, enthusiasts, and maybe this is like some kind of crazy, intense airsoft thing. But I doubt it is. That guy's giving the camera the middle finger. What the hell, man? Is that Adam Kovic from Machinima? He looks like he really doesn't want to be there. Well, he's AP, so he's Associated Press, which to me means this is probably not airsoft. This is paintball? Chad's saying it's paintball. They have orange tips on their guns. Wait a minute. I don't know about that. What's up with these shirts, man? All right. Dude, I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh, man. Oh, here we go. No sliding aisle or fifth wheel on scale. All right, they're in a warehouse. This has to be like some airsoft stuff. And it looks like it's in Europe. There are Europeans here. They speak English in this country. This doesn't look like America to me. Hey,
yeah.
Dan Nims, thank you for the subscription. I can move a little bit. I guess I should move. I was about to choose. Ooh, what the heck? What happened? This is some amnesia stuff right here. No. Take me away from those people. I don't need to see any more of that. Is this like, this is the Last of Us? Oh my god. Well, if we're gonna take an English-speaking country in Europe, it pretty much has to be England. Are we going with Europe here? This is the city that time forgot here. Mill G. It kind of looks like the Pacific Northwest. Maybe we can check on the MSDS here. That looks like Portland. Is this weird enough for Portland? Or is this too weird for Portland? Like, we are through the looking glass here. I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. I'm starting to think we're in the US. Yeah, I think this is the West Coast. I have no idea. It's Mill G. Some people say in Oregon, some people saying Scotland. I saw that bridge that looked exactly like that model of the Portland Bridge. I'm gonna take it. I'm pretty sure that we'd be like outside of the city here. Let's try Bend, Oregon. Wow! If I had chosen Portland, we would have been like 2 kilometers away. But still, that's really, really good. Mill G, MLG. It's true, the Illuminati. Okay, proud of that one. That was a tough one. I really wanted to say Scotland. If I was in this situation, I'd be too busy shitting my pants to be taking pictures, I'll tell you that much. Well, alright. We're in the middle of a rock slide here. Oh, here we go. Please wait for Ranger here. Henrik Lundqvist will be with you any moment. Well, okay, it's English. Let's walk down the steps, shall we? Excuse me, sir. How close are we to being ripped from the fabric in space and time itself? That's a good question. How did the van get up there? Okay. All right. Straight up. West Coast. Vistas. Dude in a freaking, like, drug dealer hat. Perfectly indented to look like butt cheeks. Oh, he's a ranger. Sorry. To me, this is California. This guy's like, oh, these fucking Google people. You don't have to document everything. Once you, yeah, now people will come on this Google tour of the park instead of actually showing up, and I'll lose my fucking job. Thanks a lot. All right, I'm gonna say this is California. Somewhere in California. Somewhere green. Doesn't look like Death Valley to me. Zoom in a little closer. Is it Modoc National Forest? Six Rivers? Mendocino? Redwood City? Los Padres? Los Padres? We're getting way down there now. Those people, were they wearing shorts? I don't think we're down in, like, Palm Springs. You know what? Los Padres National Forest. It won't let me choose it. Make guess. By the way, I saw several answers in chat, but I chose to ignore that information because if I wanted to just Google the location, I could do that pretty easily. but I'm happy that you're so clever. We were actually, I think we were fairly close. It was in New Mexico. Mesa Verde National Park. I admittedly have never heard of nor seen it. For a second here, I actually thought we were on the International Space Station. And I was like, that's kind of a trick question. So we're in a ship somewhere. 6 SEIE packs. This is a good seed. Thank you, Ather, for this. Submarine Escape Immersion Equipment. So I guess that's what SEIE stands for. Not that that would actually help us out here. Alright, so that's the torpedoes. Alright. Don't light this on fire. Can we read this? Yes, but I'm not going to. Alright, let's get out of this freaking submarine. Noise warning. Alright. Take me out of this boat. I'm actually getting a little claustrophobic here. I'm not going to know where we are until... because this could be freaking anywhere. We can see what they're eating today. Is that a sausage dog? Sausages dog. Arden salad, potato wedges, chicken cordon bleu. It's probably cordon, but it doesn't, you know, someone erased it or something. Okay, we got to get out of this freaking submarine, man. I'm just going to keep clicking the button. Too bloated. Okay, just click the button. Get me out of here. I want to break free. Hey, there we are. Okay. This is more valuable information. So we were on a battleship. Wow, it's a beautiful city. I thought that was the CN Tower for a minute. If it is, and I get it wrong, I'm going to be pretty salty. So ING Direct, that's a Dutch bank, I think. Price Warehouse Coopers. Rabobank is not a good name for a bank. It's also not a name of any bank I've ever heard of. So I feel like we are in... I'm looking for flags. I feel like we're in... It could be Australia. I see some people saying Australia in chat. But for some reason, Can we move like any further away? Yeah, we can. All right, let's go on a little walk here. Learn something. Oh, no. Not get out of the boat. Oh, no. I'm trapped on the boat again. I can't get out. I don't know. All right, you know what? I think Australia is a good guess. For some reason, I was thinking Holland, but then I was like, this looks too Pacific Rim for Holland. So let's try the obvious city. All right, that was a pretty good one. Apparently, I chose the ocean here, which was a pretty bad guess, but we got a lot of points there. That's all right. That was an interesting seed. Thanks a lot, Ather, for that one. In any case, we'll be back with our Binding of Isaac Daily Challenge in 3 minutes. Thanks for joining us so far. We'll be right back.
Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. "Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved." "I will do my best to save him, my lord," Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again the voice called to her. "Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins." "I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee," Isaac's mother.
I was muted the whole time! God damn it. I was telling a great story about the Mike Chang ad I saw and explaining that you can't make this shit up. I mean, you could, but I actually don't. I get Mike Chang all the time. Hey, Luke, what was the seed again? I saw you say that you don't do them anymore, but Josh came up with one and it was like 69 boobs, 56. To keep that burp inside, I almost had to explode my neck. I'll wait for Luke to give me the seed. You let me know, all right? You were muted the whole stream, NL. That would be hilarious. 69 boobs 6. All right. 69 boobs. That's a 5. 6. All right, let's give this a try. It's been a very pleasant stream so far. I hope it can continue. NL, did you hear about Hulk Hogan? I did not hear, I know who he is. He's a real American. He fights for the rights of every man, but what else? Retell the story. Well, there wasn't that much of a story to it. It really just came down to the fact that, you know, I got one Mike Chang ad where he's like, check out how fat I used to be, and it's just him like making his stomach as big as it can possibly be by sucking a bunch of air into it, and he's like, check me out now. Yeah. It's like the same picture, or the same day, but he just flexed instead, and he's like, here's how I did it. You gotta click the link. Sassanox, by the way, thank you very much for the subscription as well. Pill 1 is a speed down, that hurts. Pill 2 is balls of steel, feels a little bit better. It would have been great if I had Nick muted the whole stream, that would have been really funny. But I think you would have noticed by now. Monster Manuel gets reeled into Halo of Flies. This is pretty good. We've got another Spirit Heart to back us up in case we lose all of these ones, but I really, really doubt that we will. And if we get an HP upgrade here, I'm gonna be stoked. A speed downgrade on the first floor makes me cry. I had one run today that I recorded, you know, very, very minor spoilers, where I picked up lard on the first floor, and then by picking up lard, I became so slow that I ended up, like, fighting bosses where I couldn't avoid getting hit. I shouldn't have taken that pill probably yet, but whatever. Didn't go very well. Like, I get, like, lard, and I'm like, I have 7 HP, and then fight little Chad, and I'm like, shit, I can't even get out of the way. And, yeah. It didn't go so well. Seriously, what happened to Hulk Hogan, man? Don't leave me hanging here. I wonder if I can put a bomb that would get that tinted rock and access the chest. I think there's a... If nothing else, this will be an exciting way to try to learn something new in Isaac. And there's a bomb in there anyway, so we could just place a bomb here, but where's the fun in that? Like... Here? I gotta do this the old-fashioned way, I'm sorry. Alright, we got more money out of it. If we get a key, we might be able to make the shop worthwhile here. We might be able to get a key from this tinted rock. So, yeah, I think that probably proved to be the right decision here. And it wasn't, because we could have used it on that room instead and had more bombs, but oh well. That's alright. Take the pill, NL. Take the pill, you won't. No balls. I'm happy to admit I've got no balls when it comes to making my speed low. I'll take that pill. Is that what you wanted? NL, have you gotten tiny planets? Let me rephrase. It's been a long stream. NL, have you gotten Tiny Planet yet in Community Remix? I have, but I think I picked it up when I already had an item, and I don't think it was Mom's Knife. But I picked it up, and it didn't have synergy with the item that I had, which was disappointing because I was like, what's this? Like some kind of mashed up piece of Play-Doh? But it wasn't. It was Tiny Planet. But it might have been Mom's Knife, actually, or Brimstone or something. I can't remember. You've seen the episode, I think. Well, the episode is up. I don't know if you've seen it, but that's the only time I've gotten it. It was technology. Okay, fair enough. Coat hanger. So I'm not going to go to the shop on this floor, even though I might be able to buy a bomb and get 3 bombs as a result. So I'm going to just play it safe, go down to the next floor. Should be able to get to the deal with the devil very easy, and should be able to get the 2 cents necessary to get to the shop as well. To guarantee that the shop is going to be good, not to get to the shop, obviously. But we're going to save our rerolls for now, unless there's something rerollable in there, which it doesn't appear that there is. And we're just going to do, like, you're not going to appreciate this probably, but I would really appreciate just a standard, you know, vanilla, deal with the devil, calm, cool, collected run, because it's actually been a little while since I had one of those. Usually that describes like 60% of runs, but I've been having some, a little bit of a dry spell when it comes to getting deals with the devil. Still winning, which is nice, but you know, running into some problems actually guaranteeing these deals. But I should guarantee myself a deal here because of the crazy amount of spirit arts I have. We'll see. We'll see. Pageant Boy. I'm gonna take it. It's kind of a shitty item, but we needed the penny anyway, and this will help us out for the next floor too. You gonna be mad, chat? You'd probably be mad. I think you're probably, you know what? We're gonna do a deal with the angel run. So most of the time I would probably take rage there just to keep the, like the precedent there, but I don't think we need to. This is a Sacred Heart run, NL, I can smell it. There you go, Solid Man. We've taken the first steps to making that happen. Hey, a blood bank on the 2nd floor is actually like crazy good luck. I would be stoked to see that work out in our favor. That's dumb damage, but that's okay. Some people want to see guppy runs, and that's cool too, but you know, there are plenty of them for you to check out. I don't know how I feel about the situation we're in with the ladder. I would love to reroll it. We're not going to get the opportunity to reroll it. NL, you motherfucker. This is, so I caught shit on the weekend. I felt bad because I lashed out at the guy a little bit, but I became Guppy in a run that I posted, and he's like, well, like, Kel fucking surprise. Northernlion becomes Guppy. Your shit's getting more stale than the bag of Cheetos in my closet or something like that. And I was like, well, dude, check this out. Like, when I don't become Guppy, people yell at me all the time anyway. And he's like, well, no, all right. Well, that's a pretty good point. If I become, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't in Isaac. That's one of the reasons I'm so excited with Rebirth, is that, you know, at least, you know, the first couple episodes, maybe the first 1 episode, but you're gonna pick up an item and people are gonna be like, I don't know what the fuck that does. Let's try it out. I'm gonna be excited for that. Anyway, we're gonna spend some time gambling here, because in these daily challenge episodes, apparently I do the opposite of what I do during the normal series. But hey, you don't normally get a blood bank on the 2nd floor either. So I think at this point, with the amount of money we have, I'm probably gonna buy the ladder, take it out of the rotation. It usually pays for itself. The problem is just, you know, it takes up a shop spot, but we can't really do anything about that. I'm also trying to win some keys here, because it would be nice to actually access the item room. I suppose there actually is like a small chance we could get a, I don't think so. I was like, there's a small chance we can get another reroll if our secret room has greed, but I actually don't think that's possible on this floor. I don't think that can happen until Caves 2 / Catacombs 2 or XL. Seriously. Work with me here, game. I'm gonna need to take a break from this arcade in a second, but I don't want to. I just want to win keys and win the blood bag or the IV bag. I consider that acceptable as well. We're making money though, so I guess I can't really complain. And at least here, you know, I can take a second and, that's fine. I can take a second and at least go to chat with you guys and be like, hey, how's it going? Hey, NL, do you ever think you'll go back to the Binding of Isaac after Rebirth comes out? I do not know. That's a speed down, right? Oh, it's a health up. That's substantially better. That Right, I thought that gave me a spirit heart for a second. I actually don't know if I will go to regular Isaac when Rebirth is out. I'm sure I'll go back for nostalgic purposes now and then, but I probably won't be doing like 2 Isaac episodes a day. We'll see. Maybe I will. I don't know. I think, like, I'm getting to the point, I'm not sick of Isaac, but I'm getting to the point where I'm excited for Rebirth to come out because it's something new. And it's taken a long time to get there. Finally, we get a freaking key. I was going to pick up the IV bag, chat. Don't worry about it. I was going to get some money out of it anyway, because I could have played that twice, but I got a little distracted. That's okay. It's all good. At least we got the key there. Yeah, like, I'm not getting bored of it, but I'm like, it's going to be a breath of fresh air. Let's put it that way when Rebirth comes out. I'm excited for it. Okay, I thought maybe we'd be able to get into the item room without spending our hard-earned key, but that's fine. We'll get into the secret room anyway. And now, are you done with Invisible Ink? I really, really like Invisible Ink. I think I have a lot to learn about it, and I think that I'm going to wait until it at least goes through a few more community remixy things. Oh, really? Well, on the bright side, I think by picking up Portable Slot, that means it won't show up later. Trying to read the questions in chat. Would you go back to normal binding of Isaac if a mod came out that made it so that everything from Rebirth was added? Don't take this the wrong way, but I think that's like kind of disrespectful to the people at Nicholas and Ed himself. They spent like 2 years making Rebirth, and then you're like, hey, we patched everything from Rebirth into the original game, so you don't have to buy a Rebirth. I would kind of feel weird about that. I would feel slightly uncomfortable about it, at least. Hey, we got another key out of that. I'm sure you don't, like, mean it like that. I'm just saying, you know, that's the message that if I was the creator of the game, I would be like, oh, that kind of smarts a little bit. Wow, this is a great game of Geoguessr, NL. Alright, so I've seen a lot of people say that we're still playing Geoguessr. That could be on Twitch's end. I remember changing the game to the Binding of Isaac, but it's possible that I didn't hit the update button. So let's check it out. Here it is. It says broadcast update successful. You might need to refresh. I shouldn't let myself get distracted by such petty things, but that's okay. 1 second. Post this up here. Back. Alright. On my headline it says, you're still saying CSGO. Well, that sounds like a personal problem. I don't have any control over that. And now you can use the portable slot to farm the boss. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm too lazy for that, honestly. I can't believe this is still Cellar 2. I gotta get a move on here. I don't really love the idea of using IV bag to get more money, but I will. It still says you're playing 1 versus 100. It still says you're playing Lethal League. Alright, you gotta get that checked out on your own end. Good use of IV bag, I guess. Like, assuming we go to the Caves Part 1 next, we, should be fine to get something good from the shop. Hopefully have some more rerolls. Portable slot, you know, I'm not a breaking game player, so that's fine by me. And I don't think we need to farm with IV bag anymore. Let's go down to the next floor. NL is above the base concerns of the rabble. When will you cease it, you peons? That's not the way, that's not what I meant by that, you know? Easy to paint me as, you know, being kind of snobby about it, but at the same time, they spent all this time making the game, you know, pretty much, I mean, it's a commercial release, but for the fans as well. Assuming Rebirth doesn't have, like, anything that makes it really, really unpalatable to play, I would rather just play Rebirth than play Vanilla Isaac with all the Rebirth stuff modded in, if it's even possible to mod in all the stuff from Rebirth. Alright, well, we can go to the item room pretty much guilt-free now. I'm gonna take this Spelunker's hat. I like it well enough. It still says you're playing Dark Souls. It still says you're playing Karnoff. It still says you're playing Virtual Bart. It says you're playing something called Poison Mushroom. Anyway. Not to mention, freaking Spider from Spider Mod works on the Rebirth team now. This is the worst situation for us. So, yeah, I mean, Spider Mod still gets occasionally updated. Community Remix is a thing, but the answer to that question that I thought was going to be answered really quickly is just basically no. Although, I have no idea what my content is going to look like when Rebirth comes out. So, my guess is no, but who freaking knows in the whole scheme of things, right? Now, this is like the worst boss fight. This could really throw us off here. Can he shoot the creep up or just the homing shots? Because if he can only shoot the homing shots up, that's preferable for us. We do have Halo of Flies. We can get out of the way of that. And, okay, lost the Spirit Arts. Don't get hit again. You should be dead, like long freaking dead. Oh my god, really? Josh, what the fuck, man? That seed! That seed is out of control. Okay, I'm just gonna do a random Isaac run here. Wow, that is embarrassing. I'm gonna restart the game just so we can get everything set up. NHL, shave, scrub. Rest assured, Twitch, you're where I get my standards of beauty from, and I am gonna shave. Alright, we're gonna play as Isaac again. That was an embarrassing loss. Pride confirmed hacker. He hacked the bejesus out of me. It was cool because it was the wrong seed anyway. At least that's what people keep telling me. I'm a little embarrassed, but that's okay. It wouldn't be an Isaac run if I didn't find some way to make some kind of terrible decision. My terrible decision that time, this is the same freaking seed. Oh, go back. Start Isaac, okay. There we go, I sorted it out. Shave on stream for subs. That will never happen. I apologize, but, you know, that's something that's best kept between a man and his razor. NL, you look great with your beard, keep it. You know, I'm not fishing for compliments, I do appreciate that, though. I think I look just fine with the beard. I think I look, you know, just fine, clean shaven. What I'm not trying to say is that I'm the most handsome man, I'm too sexy for my stream. No, I'm not like that, but, you know, I don't find that it changes my appearance that much either way. Because when people see me, they don't go like, holy shit, you got a beard. They say like, whoa, are you bald by choice? Or like, how did that happen, Eggman? It's not the dominant feature of my face, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. NL, how do you keep your head so cleanly shaved, but you can't do the same for your face? I want you to think about the fact that male pattern baldness is like a thing. And that's how it's like really, really easy to keep my head pretty shaved. It's actually like, it's getting a little long. You can't see it that much, but I can feel it. The hair on my head is like thin and light, which is why that happens. NL pretending that the chat is complimenting because he knows we won't check to see if it's real. Why would you even bother to check in the first place? Somebody on the internet, you know, gave themselves a false compliment. No need to investigate that. Just let, you know, if people need to give themselves a compliment from themselves, look, they must have like a fairly sad existence going on there anyway. Just let them live in comfort as much as they possibly can. Can you say the ooh yeah? I'm sorry. You know, if you're good at something, don't do it for free. What color was your hair when you had it? It's like a chartreuse, I would say. Alright, deal with the devil on this floor. I'm watching you, I just got a tweet. I'm watching you fish for beard compliments right now, unfollowed. Oh no, here it comes. This is the only reason I get so many viewers on Twitch. That sounds a little arrogant, but that's not, just stay with me. Is because I show the top of my head. If I didn't show the top of my head, I wouldn't be nearly as popular. That's just what I hear on the internet. I'm using my, you know, follicular challengeness to basically scam for viewers. It works, man. People love the baldness. You can't argue with what people like. Everybody was bald once. I just, I've returned to the loam faster than most people. NL, shave your beard off and then glue it to your dome. That is just ridiculous. I would look like Pompey the Elder. How he looks now, not how he looked when he was alive 2,000 years ago. NL, if you go to deals with the devil, why don't you kill the beggars? It's a good question. I really should. If I'm not going to play it, I might as well blow it up. Maybe I'll start doing that in the future. I'll try anyway. I'm going to take Brimstone. We've learned that I can't be trusted to not die, so I'm going to take an item that makes it a little easier. I'm just looking at chat, and it has become absurd. It's true, and people are attracted by shiny objects. NL's head is shiny. It's just science. You know, don't hate the player, hate the game. You mean Pliny the Elder. God damn it. Got the wrong... The wrong Greek consul. I don't know, he might have been a praetor or something, I don't remember. I took like one Roman history class in college. Probably was not the most diligent worker at the time. And now we allow you to brim snap. I appreciate it. I just want you to, like, and this is not me complaining, because believe me, I have gotten long past the point where I get offended by the fact that people are mad at me for making decisions in Isaac. But put yourself in my shoes and you say, oh, I can't believe he took Brimstone again. Imagine that you'd made that decision and then look at chat. The decision that seems so obvious to you, it divides people, man. I'm just asking for some, you know, some empathy. People have different opinions, of course, different ways that they want to play the game, but there's always somebody on the other side, and oftentimes those people on the other side are freaking angry. I didn't mean Greek consul, I meant Roman consul, my mistake. Ycat, thank you for the subscription, by the way. I think I'm gonna reroll Able. Yeah, that's fine by me. NL took an IRL forget-me-now after college. That's a good point. I didn't, you know. But I see what you're saying because I didn't remember. It's a pretty good joke. Whenever I see Dr. Fetus, Mom's Knife, Brimstone, or Polyphemus, I usually take them. See, I think most people do. They just don't want to see it, which is fine. I can understand why. It makes a lot of runs look samey. But at the same time, if you take it, people get mad. I'm not going to take the Rosary, even though I kind of like it. I prefer it later in the game. If you don't take it, people get mad and they say, oh, like you're just trying to... You're throwing your chances to make other people happy, which is not necessarily untrue in some situations. But the worst case scenario is if you don't take it and then you die, because then nobody's happy. We won't get the secret room like this, but whatever. Let's try these pills. Alrighty. Well, I don't love this boss fight, but I am thankful we got that speed upgrade, and of course Brimstone's going to make this a bit of an easier fight. Guess it makes it a little bit more likely that we'll get a deal with the devil. Actually, this fight was over really quickly. I hate the boss that we're fighting, but that's okay. Oop. I'm glad we got that key. We could have a good chance to get into the shop if our secret room contains a little extra money. Ooh, careful there. A lot of people watch to see you fail, NL. And that's fine too, as long as you're entertained. I appreciate it. NL, yes or no, would The Rock cook the inside of his partner when making love? Look, I get what you're getting at there, but in a way, it kind of sounds like you're asking me to gauge the temperature of The Rock's engorged penis, which I'm not comfortable with. Like, length is intimate enough, but temperature is like, I don't know, man. I can't follow you where you're going. But whatever you find when you get there, you let me know. Why do I not take Chad? I don't take Chad because it's the upside of it. If it was Fetus in a Jar, I might take it, but Epic Fetus is just a little bit too obvious and like unfun. Even though I do take it from time to time in episodes. I totally forgot what I was talking about. Oh! The upside of it is potentially good if you need red hearts. But as of right now, I'm looking pretty good on red hearts, so I don't really think that I need it. So instead, I'm just going to leave it behind. This could be good. We'll see. Why did I take Lump of Coal? Lump of Coal plus Brimstone is a +2 damage increase. So it's, that is Fetus in a Jar? They should really make those items look different. Whether it's Fetus in a Jar or Epic Fetus, I'm going to stick with Brimstone. That was Fetus in a Jar, it's not Epic Fetus. I don't know, you guys. Epic is only from Secret Room, you scum. You'd think I would know that by now. Hey, that's pretty good. Hey, I'll take it. It's not great, but I'll live with it. Take it, take it. More fun than Brimstone. Epic Fetus has a hat. But yeah, you get the top hat when you get Fetus in a Jar. We allow the Fetus. It doesn't have a top hat, it's Fetus in a Jar. Take it, NL, straw poll or something. All right, so everybody says Fetus is okay. See, that's what confuses me, is that it gives you a top hat. Yeah. Okay, Party Cardi, up down to the side, welcome to the Lion Pride. Can someone explain to me why Brimstone plus Fetus doesn't give me bombs? This is freaking me out a little bit here. Does it give us extra damage? Why do you take it, scumbag? Alright, I think you're being self-aware. I appreciate that. Wow, what the fuck? Fuck you, NL. What the heck? I was just doing what I was told to do. That's not necessarily a good excuse. Wow, you took it, you scum. Oh, you guys you're hilarious. Gives you a hat. Why'd you want me to take it? Gives you a hat. That's a really good explanation. I appreciate it. You get a sweet hat, though. All that vitriol for a hat. Was it worth it? Yes. Yes, it was. I appreciate it. I don't know why I was so skeptical. It is a pretty sweet hat. It covers my baldness. Now I just need, like, some kind of beard hat to cover this embarrassing thing I got going on here. Alright. Okay, luckily I got that speed upgrade. You have to be fast or clever. I would rather be fast. Well, it still works pretty much the way it's supposed to. Hoping we come across a blood bank. Don't forget the monocle, NL. Oh, yeah, you're right. We do get a monocle out of that as well. Fair enough. NL, will you ever return to FTL? Probably not on... Well, let's put it this way. I have no plans to do it on camera. Unless there's another update that comes out for the game. But if there's not another update that comes out for the game, probably not on camera. But FTL is pretty much like my go-to, I'm traveling somewhere and need to kill like a few hours game. So I do play it from time to time. Figured we might as well check this. If you don't have enough money to get anything from the shop, finding greed is like the next best option, I think. And we'll reroll the crap out of that. Yeah, that works out pretty nicely for us. Yeah, so probably not on the channel. The other thing with FTL is that those runs just take forever to do, right? So like an FTL run usually takes an hour and a half to 2 hours once you get decent and or lucky enough at the game to stretch it out till the end. So yeah, I'll probably forego that for now. NL, your game name says Dragon Slayer Doppelganger. Only 90s NL kids will get this reference. You lost the top hat, you scum. I'm sorry, chat. I'm dumb sometimes. That was the whole reason that I picked up Dr. Fetus. What's the point now? Well, we might as well fight the boss, I guess. No, we shouldn't have fought the boss. Because if we get a deal with the devil, I won't have a reroll. But I did have Nun's Habit, so I could have given myself a reroll easily on the blood bank. But whatever. We've gotten 2 deals with the devil in a row, so we're extremely unlikely to get one on this floor. And if we do, it'll just contain Mom's knife anyway, which I'll pick it up because it gives me a sweet knife, right? That's the logic I want to adhere to. So these guys very nearly deceased. I really thought he'd be dead after 1 there. Okay, and there we go. No deal with the devil. We got the nail. Not so great. But with Nun's Habit, it's really good. But I want to keep the D6 because it's more fun. Alrighty. Hurt yourself on fire. No, you've done it, NL. Just use the fires for rerolls. Are you shitting me? Did you see how quickly that paid out? Well, there goes like a lot of our potential Nun's Habit usage. But we will still be able to get 1 more reroll by just being like super freaking aggressive here. And then, it gives us a lot of money for the future too. We'll be able to get 1 more reroll by doing this, and then coming into our boss trap room. We can use our yeah, like full health is not going to be an issue. Yeah, I think this is an acceptable pickup. Use the fire to get more rerolls. I mean, I could. It's not necessary right now, though, I'd say. We can use the curse room as well, which I probably will. It's probably a very clever way to do this with the nail that I just don't know. Banal is a cyber bully? Are you mad at Banal? Because he's mad at Pull for getting that sweet knife that's apparently worth like 2 trillion euros? I know it's not worth 2 trillion euros, chat. Come on now. That's a lot. The instantaneous resting bitch face you contracted at that blood bank nearly killed me. I'm glad you're not dead, but yeah, it was just like instantly, like it ruined my mood. Temporarily, only temporarily. It has been a very pleasant stream thus far. So nothing could fully ruin my mood. Blood bag equals infinite money. You mean IV bag? Not quite sure. So I figured I kind of compromised. I went for like regular rerolls, basically. Like I went for fairly safe rerolls. Like I took Sister Maggie, it's not that great, but that allows me to reroll IV bag into this, which is straight up trashed here, but whatever. I want to keep our Spirit Hearts for future deals with the devil, so let's see how many OP items we can stack under Brimstone. Just found your channel. Dang, you are already a pro at Isaac. Yeah, this is my first game, but I think I'm doing pretty well. Like, I think the game's, it really is in my wheelhouse because it's so similar to a Wizard's Lizard. I'm just messing with you, by the way. That makes me sound like an ass. Someone goes, hey, found your channel, nice to meet you. And I'm like, wow, this guy doesn't even know everything about me. What an ass. No, that's me being a dick. You know what? Fuck me for that one. That's rude. I don't want to be a rude dude for the most part. I do want to get rid of Blue Candle, though. I'll reroll the crap out of that. And I'll, let's just get rid of our Spirit Heart immediately after buying it. It allows us to go to the curse room. We get a reroll back immediately. And then we can do that. And hey, Book of Revelations gives us our Spirit Heart back. Should also mean that we fight war on this floor. Hopefully. Well, I can't really do... I mean, I could gamble there, but I don't want to. NL, what's your favorite Isaac episode? I think the one where you get... Is it Fat Odd Mushroom or Magic Mushroom? I think it's Fat Odd Mushroom. You get Fat Odd Mushroom every room, and then just try to, you know, finish the game before you get so large that you break the game completely. Yeah, be careful here. I'm gonna probably try to blow up that judgment if I get the bombs for it. Guppy plus Mom's Knife plus Polyphemus. I'm gonna try, I promise you that. NL uses his keyboard to shoot. That is very true. I do use my keyboard to shoot. I can't tell a lie. I use my keyboard to shoot. Even with Epic Fetus. I used to get people that would send me like really angry messages or leave really angry comments that are like, you're a fucking idiot. Use... I'm not gonna open that. Use the mouse to shoot, it's so much easier. But then I think eventually those people just woke up one day and said, wow, Epic Fetus is like the easiest item to win the game with anyway. You don't need any extra help. And I'm very appreciative of it. Okay, good start. Now Brimstone is gonna take 32,000 years to charge right now. But that's half the fun, I think, of a run like this. So this should be exciting. Now I really, really want to guarantee ourselves a deal with the devil. I guess we'll save that key for now. Ooh, bit of a tricky situation here. Again, it's going to take forever to charge up our Brimstone, but it's going to do a ton of damage in the process. I'll take it. Lord knows we haven't been lucky enough yet. GG. Yeah, you know, like there's the negative of having Brimstone Polyphemus is that it takes forever to charge your shot. The positive is that you one-shot everything in the game. So it's not really an even trade-off. You end up definitely getting the better end of the deal by picking it up. But now if we get quad shot, I have no idea how to choose it. Oh, I have no idea how to choose whether or not to use it. So this should be Cube of Meats and deal with the devil. I'm very appreciative of that. Could have easily taken some damage. Ability to fly, I think, is an obvious one. Let's mix it up a little bit. We'll take the mark as well. The ability to fly makes this pretty much guaranteed. The mark is just for fun. That's a me item. Will NL acknowledge this is a one run? No, because my HP is so low, but come on. We're close. Alright, Judgment. Let's do this shit. It's rerollable. That's rerollable. And the tarot card is Lovers. We'll just pop that down on the ground. Probably won't have any need for it, but it's not so bad. NL, I thought you've decided that quad shot is overall not worth it. I've revised my opinion. I think that quad shot is worth it if you pick it up before you have another, like, overriding tier effect. If you get quad shot after Mom's Knife or after Brimstone, for the most part, I find the chances of it winning your run by itself are like 1,000 times less than the chances of you actually losing your run. But that's just because I don't understand the mechanics. If you understand the mechanics, you could probably do better with it. Man, I'm still getting used to the charge time. But we can do stuff like that, especially because our speed is higher now as a result of the mark. I can hit like 80% of one level in one strafe, so that's not so bad. Oh, yeah, we don't really want this. Quad shot or inner eye plus wiggle worm is really good. Yeah, but then that would have to require me to pick up wiggle worm, which it's very hard for me to make my hands do that. Alright, I like this. This seems like a seamy floor. I like seamy floors. That was pretty sweet. I'll take them. I'm not sure, the one thing people don't get bent out of shape is, is the fact that I love those bomb synergies. Probably more than is appropriate, sexually speaking. But really, I can get down with those bomb synergies. It's nice to have more bombs. It seems like once you get one, you're more likely to get other ones in the future as well. We're just gonna head to our curse room because it only costs half a spirit heart, and I'm not, you know, stressing out too much over. Oh, that was bad. Perfectly min-max rerolls or anything. I don't know how I didn't hit that hard, but sometimes I don't get hit by the lasers, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Polyphemus equals Prometheus. NL likes Prometheus more than Alien confirmed. All right, now, just don't be ridiculous. That's, you've insulted my character, good man. I, do not use conditioner. Come on, now. I don't use shampoo either. That's a weird question. NL, do you use shampoo? If so, what conditioner do you use? That's a false, second question, my friend. I don't have to answer that. Not everybody who shampoos uses conditioner as well. That onk pickup is really useful. Alright. I wonder if our charge timer is shorter if I, like, cut the brimstone shot short, or if that's just for my own bravado. Who knows? Demi Bravado. Is that a dated pop culture reference? I don't know if Demi Lovato is, like, still popular or super popular. I don't even know who Demi Lovato is. Is she one of the Jonas Brothers? NL, doesn't your scalp itch? I mean, when it does, you scratch it, but it's not like there's lice in there or anything like that. There's nowhere to live. I'm not gonna say I don't itch my scalp occasionally, but it's not like a abnormal amount. See, now you've got me being self-conscious about it. Well, let's be smart here. I did waste a couple of those bombs, or potential bombs. But at least we got one out of it. Dr. Vetus makes it so that Bobby Bomb and Mr. Mega are 5 times more likely to show up in the item pool. That's sweet. I'm happy to hear that. Even though it doesn't really work for us with our synergy because I didn't end up really getting the bombs. But hey, that's still pretty good. This one is basically sorted. If you think about it, NL's hair is upside down. Hey, if you think about it, that's like the 32,000th time I've heard that joke in my young adult life. So, you know, congratulations for that. Here, Saturday Night Live is probably hiring. You should apply. Just give them that zinger and they'll be like, hey, you know, do you want to run the show? We've been looking for the next Bill Murray for like the past 30 years. Now, deal with the devil on this floor would be really nice. I would love to give up all of our HP to become Guppy. That would really tickle my fancy, and I think everyone would love to see it as well, just to make the run a little bit more overpowered. Do we know this? Yeah, I'll live with it, that's okay. Oh, come on, bloat. My brimstone's faster than yours. No deal with the devil, though. That's unfortunate, but we'll head down to the next floor anyway. What's up with you and 32,000 NL? It's the 3rd largest prime number. So, I like to use that. Kind of at a loss for what to say as we approach what looks to be, you know, the end of this run, hopefully in a good way. But it's been a pretty comfortable and easy one thus far. All right, Grave Cactus. Thank you for the tweet. I will consider your opinion, but I think I'm gonna shave the beard, man. Growing a beard for me has never been a conscious decision. It's just the result of laziness. I know a lot of people out there, they culture, you know, their beards, not with bacteria or anything like that, but they, you know, growing a beard is a conscious decision, and they say, this month, I'm gonna grow a beard. It's never been like that for me. For me, it's like, oh, I accidentally grew a beard. It's been like 4 days since I shaved. This grows really quickly. I think I shaved on Thursday. So, like, this is quick. What is it? Today's Monday. Yeah, this is pretty quick. I can't avoid it. It just happens. So I think we'll end up using the Temperance card on the Mom's Heart fight, which is weird to say, but indeed the course of action we're gonna take. I really thought we can get all of them there. One more hit should do it here. Hope they drop some red hearts. Yeah, okay, it sort of worked. So we can play it like 5 times. 6 times with that extra red heart there. Oh, yay, it worked! It'll ruin our half heart interval, but that's okay. Up to the cathedral. We don't really need the nickel. Might as well try it, though. NL, I have the same problem. I forget to shave for 2 days, and it looks like I'm becoming a wolf man. I hate it. Yeah, I mean, it's... I think there's sometimes people who are like, you know, they're my age, so like 25, 24, 26, whatever. I'm 25. But they go, I can't grow a beard. And you're like, you know, I could understand that being like a... that's a problem. You know, maybe if you equate your manliness with your facial hair growth or something like that, that can cause you some existential quandary or something like that. But, or something like that. For me, basically the way I see it is like, that just means you have to do an annoying chore a little less often. So instead of like, I can't grow a beard, you should be like, I have like an extra 15 minutes a couple times a week. That's like, that's... Unless you know, maybe you're in the same boat as me, you have to shave somewhat frequently, because if you don't, it grows in all like patchy and weird and like reflects the sun at a weird angle or something like that. In that case, I feel for you, but people who grow like no facial hair, sure, I mean, you don't have the same kind of versatility with your look, I guess, but at the same time, you don't have to shave as often. I'm not trying to, I'm just saying, you know, oh my god. I'm just saying look on the bright side of life, if you can. I wish I didn't grow hair on my head anymore, to be honest with you. That would make my life a lot easier. If I could take a pill that was like, we'll stop growing hair on your head with this pill, I would take it. Glencoe Gaming, thank you very much for the subscription. Because like, I've resigned myself, positively or negatively, to the fact that I'm a bald man, and I expect to be bald until the day I die. No plans to get a hair transplant or anything like that. I think the look kind of suits me. And even if there was like if they came out with a medicine that was like, this will make your hair grow back, I think I'd be like, you know what? Kind of like it the way it is right now. It's very low maintenance, apart from the whole, you know, shaving my face thing, which I seem to suck at. But I forgot where I was going with that. In that deluge of bald pride. I forgot that I had this as well. Remote detonator, I should say. Yeah, I'm not gonna shave my eyebrows. That's we're getting a little too crazy there. Where did I put this? Lucky you, I've got hair all over my damn body. I'm like a hairy guy as well. You look at my baldness and look at my face and tell me that I'm not hairy. I guess there are bearded men who don't have body hair, but I think there's a pretty strong positive correlation there, if I had to guess. So I'm gonna win this run, and then maybe we'll F around with some of the stuff on the chest. I say I want to win it now because we're kind of getting low on HP. To be honest with you, the reason I don't like the beard, it's a little itchy. Makes me feel like it traps stuff in it that I don't want it to trap. Not like food or anything like that, but like dust particles in the air. Prefer to keep it a little safer. NL has bald delusion syndrome, so sad. What is bald delusion syndrome? It's like once you become bald, you become okay with baldness? Yeah, man. Sucks to be me, I guess. Joke's on me. I'm happy with who I am. Look at this asshole. This guy's got self-confidence. Ridiculous. I have one long hair on my right nipple. That counts, right? Yeah, that totally counts. Absolutely. He didn't kill Blue Baby in one hit with Remote Detonator unsubbed. Yeah, that could have been fun. I want to get some more carry items, though. I'm not sure we're ready to finish the game. Bombs are key? Sure, why not? 34 keys. Probably more useful than 34 bombs on the chest anyway, right? Congrats, super fun run. There's no Kappa after that. Well, thank you very much. I didn't think they were being genuine, but I think you are. Thank you very much for the kind words, by the way. Hey, there we go. At least you don't have to shave your head to get to your glorious, shiny baldness. I do! I shave my head. It's easier because the hair's thinner, but I do. If you, like, catch me at the right angle, you would see, like, tiny little, like, you know, your mom shaved her legs 6 weeks ago kind of hairs popping up here. And if I let it go much further, I'd have, like, that, you know, the villain from Kick-Ass type baldness going on, you know, like an Andre Agassi type thing. But I just, you know, I like to keep on top of it more than that. Because again, it doesn't, you know, it feels like that hair's trapping stuff as well. I'm not a germaphobe, it just, you know, feels like it gets dusty or something up there. Alright. So we might give ourselves a forgive me now. What time is it? 5:51? Yeah, I guess we might as well beat the chest multiple times, if we can. And by if we can, I mean, please let me out of this room. I thought we already picked up portable slots so it couldn't show up anymore. I did pick it up, if I remember correctly. Hey NL, do you think that Binding of Isaac would make a kick-ass arcade game? I think that if it were an arcade game, arcade owners would feel ripped off, because if you got really good at it, you could play for like an hour for 25 cents. And they'd be like, nah, fuck it, dude. Install those dollar machines where you play as like the astronaut man and die in 10 seconds, but people play it because it's holographic. Or hologrammic. You know what I mean. Some of you remember the one. I only played it once. Our local arcade, back when we had a local arcade, got one of those machines. My dad was like, alright, you can play it once. And then I played it. And it was like a Dragon's Lair type thing, and I died in 2 seconds. It's like, alright, well, let's go back to pinball. I like pinball. I can get down with pinball. NL, you reset the run, dude. Oh! I got a portable slot in the one where I died. Prop hat, thank you very much. By the way, Elucidator, it wasn't in the one where I died to Mega Sloth. It was the one where I died to Ultra Pride. Jeez, you think some people are paying attention, but then they're not. NL, is it harder to shave your head or your balls? It is, like, substantially easier to shave your head. Like, really. I'm gonna give myself forget me now. It's a lot easier to shave your head. You just... You gotta be a lot more careful if you're shaving the testicular region, I imagine. No, not D6. Forget me now. Don't you forget me now. It's a pretty sweet Isaac emote you got there, Elucidator. Who has that one? Because they're getting fucking sued. The D6. There we go. Chat's moving a little too quickly for me to answer questions about it. I'm trying, though. I just imagine a giant sloth instead of the usual sloth slowly clawing his way over to you. That would be sweet. There used to be mega sloths, like, on planet Earth. Back in the day. They went extinct. I can't even imagine how long every day a mega sloth would have to spend eating leaves in order to maintain that body size. Guess they don't spend that much energy, but still. I think it would be a surprising degree. No better tip, get a nice chub going. It makes for a better handle. How does getting an erection make it easier to shave your balls? It's not like your balls get an erection. I'm very interested to hear you explain this one. NL, have you ever met someone who asks to feel your head? Yeah, people do that sometimes. It's weird. Don't do that. Like, what if you, like, went up to someone and they had a really nice ass, and you're like, hey, can I feel your ass? Makes you a fucking weirdo. Head's a little different. It's, I guess, a little less personal, but still, don't get your germy hands all over my freaking head. But I'm the asshole if I say no. Oh, what's wrong with you, weirdo? You won't let me touch your head? It's where my freaking brain is, man. It's a sensitive region. Just in general, don't ask to touch strangers. It's very, I mean, it's, if you're gonna do it, ask first. But, you know, just in general, don't. If you're going to touch my head, don't. I might actually die on the chest here. We'll see. How the hell is your head less personal than your ass? Why don't shit out of my mouth? That's my answer to that. Let me answer your question with another question. Do you shit out of your mouth? Probably not. NL, can I touch your head with my ass? No. No, you. Thank you for asking before you just did it. I'm not taking quad shot. I learned my lesson. It lets you pull the skin around your scrotum tighter around the balls, so you have less chance of catching a snag in the razor. Fair enough. Didn't think about that one. That would add another layer to shaving that, you know, it sounds like it would be more pleasurable, but I think it would just add more stress to the experience overall. Because you'd be like, geez, not only do I have to shave, but I gotta do this, like, completely, like, monotonous, unsexy chore while also trying to maintain engorgement. Like, that's just... it's a lot of pressure. That's like the subject of a Japanese game show or something right there. Who can shave their balls fastest while still keeping an erection? That's not my kind of show. I'm more of a Jeopardy guy. If this... what are you saying here? If his broadcast is any indication, NL has literally no idea how to shave a scrotum. Do I look like a professional scrotum shearer? I don't know. The only shearer I look like is Harry Shearer right now. And that's going to change as soon as the stream ends. I'm just saying, it seems like it would be a lot of pressure. Okay, I'm gonna do one more chest run here. NL, does being bald deject you in any way from society? It really doesn't. Like, you know, I would love to be like, life's so hard, but really you just, you know, occasionally people are like, you're bald, and you're like, yeah, and they're like, oh cool, you wanna go get like a drink or something? You wanna have some lunch? Alright, I'm bald, yeah, I got no hair. The only thing that, it's when, the worst part about being bald is when people think you care about being bald, and thus they make fun of you, and you're like, no, I really don't care. And they're like, yeah, I bet you don't care, Chrome Dome. And you're like, lay it on me, man. Like, the jokes just aren't funny. That's the problem. And they're like, yeah, I bet they're not funny, Kojak. And you're like, seriously, dude, doesn't bother me. But they refuse to believe that you're not bothered by their incredibly, you know, I've ribbed you, man. This is the roast. No, you're just like, you know, you had your laugh. Nobody else is laughing. It's not offensive. It's just not funny. Spawn a Sacred Heart. I want to see what it does. All right, well, no, that would make this too unfair. As of right now, it's a pretty fair run. I think if we had Sacred Heart, it would be a little OP. Oh no, I took some damage. Roasted. That's true. You got roasted, bro. Everyone loves a good, impromptu, completely unsolicited roast from near strangers. Hey, you put sunscreen on that? Yes, I do. You put sunscreen on your face? This is part of my face, motherfucker. I don't want her to get a sunburn. That's funny. I don't do that. I bet you don't. You probably don't shave your vagina too, because you don't have one. Okay, I'm starting to get a little angry about the situation in case you couldn't tell. Maybe they do get to me. Maybe you brought up some bad memories, Chad. Ah, holy water, finally. Best item, 2014. Roasted? I think you mean smoked him. That's indeed the case. Hey, you were supposed to go the other way. Oh, my eternal heart. My eternal heart, no. And I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. This will be the last chest run, by the way, but I'll go through all the rooms just so it's fair. Quote unquote. Speaking of bad memories, NL, tacos are easy to eat. Oh, now you can lie to me and you can lie to chat, but you can't lie to your fucking self. Soft shell tacos are easy to eat. Hard shell tacos are hard to eat. And don't be one of those people that's like, oh, you misspoke. That betrays your thoughts. No, people misspeak all the time. When you call your male teacher mom, that doesn't mean you actually think he's your fucking mom. It just means your brain got a little silly for a minute and you didn't, you know, catch it in time. Don't act like you've never done it. Oh, that's pretty good. Why would you ever put a razor near your private areas? F that noise. Well, you know, if you got like an untamed jungle down there, it might be nice to get it taken care of. Hard shell tacos are easy to eat. Fuck you. You're up your own ass. Do you have like 8 arms? Are you Dr. Octopus? If you are, you gotta please stop terrorizing the city of Manhattan. What the fuck NL called his teacher mom? Everybody called their teacher mom once. If calling your teacher mom is cool, you can consider me Miles Davis. There's only one room left. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. NL, if I were to see you IRL, would you rather be called Northernlion or Ryan? If you just see me randomly, just be like, Ryan? And I'll be like, hey, what's up? And then we can take a picture and shake hands and, you know, ask how your show's going and stuff like that. I called my teacher mom. I was homeschooled. That's a pretty good joke. Oh, baby, a triple F. Oh, baby. Anyway, I beat the game. This game's only like 45 minutes long. It's $5 on Steam. It's a total ripoff. It's not even good. Thanks for watching the Northernlion Live Super Show. Hey, today's subscribers, according to Moobot, Nairang, Preserved Vaginagar. Again, that sounds so offensive, but it's actually just a region in India. Repin Bufu, Indie Gamer News, number 42, is it? 43? Dan Ims, Sassanox, YCAD, Party Cardi, Glencoe Gaming, and PropAd. Thank you very much for the subscriptions. Thanks to everyone for coming out. This is a fun stream, even though I was solo. I hope you had a good time. I had a very pleasant time. I'll be back on Wednesday, hopefully joined by some company. But either way, the show must go on. As of right now, I'm just taking a quick look to see who's live. Because if my wife is live and I don't raid her, she's not going to be very happy with the situation. She is live right now, it seems. Okay, so I'm going to send you guys, or I'm going to host Kate. You can go watch Alpaca Patrol if you want to at twitch.tv/Alpaca Patrol, but I'll be hosting Kate if you stick around. She's playing Reciteer, an item shop tale. Thanks for coming out, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.